is our ability to produce what we eat. We eat what we grow what we eat. Because food is going to become a deadly weapon. If you are not careful, there comes a time when even if you have the money, there's no food to buy. So it is better. Africa should have been the breadbasket of the most part of the world. Because in some parts of Africa, you have more than enough rainfall. You have more than enough land for agriculture. Unfortunately, we are not making use of the land. And then sometimes today we talk about we need tractors, we need this and that, we need mechanization. But the worst major producers of rice are not using mechanized agriculture. You go to China and others, they use water buffalo. And sometimes even the women carry things on their backs. So agriculture is very important, and that is why I believe in leading by example. If I sit down and tell people, oh, go to the farms, you know, this and that, I say, oh, what is wrong with him going to the farm? So I believe in leadership by example. And because also the way agriculture, a farmer was being treated before, like, oh, you are a social failure, you are educated, they see farming. What? What's wrong with you? You have been to high school and you're bending here to work on a farm? Not knowing that in most parts of the world, the richest people are the farmers. So, to destigmatize agriculture, I have to go and do it myself for people to see. It is a passion too.
I just wanted to, to just mention as a comment of the Zimbabwe example on, the commercial farmers, which was what, the white farmers always produced, commercial agriculture other than subsistence. Yeah. So that's not what probably you envision.
No, of course you see, that is one problem we had was agriculture in the Gambia basically was subsistence agriculture. And so it is not taking you anywhere. You produce what you think is enough for your family and that's it. And agriculture is not sustainable in that system. So the best thing is, because not all of us are farmers, so if we encourage subsistence agriculture, we are encouraging importation. Because if I grow what I need to eat, then whatever the one who is not a farmer, who lives in the urban area where there's no farmland, you condemn that person to import food. So let us move away from subsistence agriculture to commercial agriculture, where the farmers, unfortunately, as long as we do not process our raw materials, the farmers would never make it. So what is my policy? My policy is commercial agriculture, mechanize it to make it palatable to young people, and then agro-processing. Because if the cocoa or coffee producing African countries were processing their beans into coffee and selling it, they would have been the wealthiest countries on the African continent. But unfortunately, because we Africans always produce raw materials and sell it in the raw form, we're not getting anything out of it. And then interestingly enough, most of the Bretton Woods institutions tell you, if the government wants to set up a refinery for that matter, for example, leave it to the private sector, or then the IMF comes and gives you a program where you are not allowed to do that. So the IMF and the World Bank also are encouraging the status quo to remain the same, so that Africans will only be producing raw materials and giving pittance for it, whereas those who the rich North would always be buying raw materials and process it and then price it and send it back to us. So the status, so one, if you don't have food, you will accept anything that somebody who has food suggests that you do. You cannot be independent. I don't think even if you don't have food, you can worship God. If you are poor, you don't have a dime in your pocket, you can always pray to the Almighty Allah. But if you are hungry, it's a different ball game altogether. Agriculture is not a journey that you just wake up one morning and say, oh, I'm going to this place. You have to plan what you need, what you want, how much of it you need, plan it properly, and make sure that you have everything on the ground before going into agriculture. Nothing is more pleasant for me, apart from praying, than just work a long day's hard work on the farm, yes.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for this insightful day, and I think we will not let you down. It's been a very fulfilling interview, and thank you for your time.
I'm gonna